Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this makeup tutorial on this fall look that's perfect for fall or winter or pretty much whenever. I mean, I live in these warm colors and I breathe and die orangey red cranberry look. So if you're like me and you love warm colors and you're gonna love this look, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance Palette, which I just picked up from the Sephora VIB sale. Got it for 20% off and it's already a pretty good deal. I think it was like $44. So you get all of these eyeshadows. They're absolutely beautiful. And believe it or not, this was actually my first time ever trying Anastasia shadows. I had never used them before. I don't know why, they just didn't really appeal to me. I feel like normally their shadows are thrown together in sort of like a random way, and I don't know, I've never been really attracted to a palette until I saw this one, and I just think it's so beautiful. There's just perfect matte crease shades, there's amazing pops of shimmer, and then there's these really beautiful matte cranberry shades and then a dark brown. So if you love these cranberry shades and these warm orangey shades, then definitely watch the tutorial and let me know what you think. In general, I would say that this palette is amazing quality. I would say it's a little bit more dusty, like there's more kick up, and so this really reminds me of the Lorac Pro palette, if you know what I'm talking about. But overall, this is awesome. I filmed this look for you today, so if you want to see how I put this makeup look together, then just keep watching, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.
Alright, hey guys, I'm going to start with taking my current 3 favorite BB creams and I'm going to mix them together, and I'm basically just going to dot it all over my face. I normally use about a pump and a half total just to cover everything, so I'll dot it everywhere, and then I'm going to take this damp sponge blender by Real Techniques, and this is my favorite beauty sponge right now. I think it's awesome. It's like dense but soft at the same time, and because I have really dry skin, I like to go in with a damp beauty blender or, you know, beauty type sponge just to give my face some moisture. So I'm just going to go through and make sure that I am pressing this into my skin. I am also going to make sure that there's no cakiness and no buildup. And I'm also going to take it down my neck to make sure it matches with my body and my neck. And I will put a little bit extra on that sponge, and also just make sure that I'm covering some blemish areas, like right there on my cheek. Just make sure that I am putting some higher coverage in areas that I need to. Then I'm going to take my favorite concealer, and I mean favorite concealer. I absolutely love the Maybelline Fit Me, and I use this shade Sand. It's the perfect yellowy tone. I'm going to make sure I put that underneath my eyes carefully and then blend it out with that same sponge. I'm going to take the sharper end of the sponge so that it fits right underneath the eye, and then make sure that I am blending out any creasing whatsoever, and then also bringing that up on my lids so that I can prime them. I love using concealer to prime because it gets rid of discoloration and it just stays all day. And then I'm going to take the Nye Banana Powder, which is hands down my favorite powder ever for setting. It's a little bit messy, but I love the tone. I love that it is yellow, and I'm just going to take it to set my under eye, and this will counteract any dark purplish spots that you might have. I'm also going to use it to set my lid. Then I'm going to take MAC's Give Me Sun, which is the perfect warm bronzer. Now, this is not a contour powder. It is a bronzer, which means it'll warm up your skin in areas where you feel like you might have gone a little pale with the foundation. Next, I'm going to take the Bahama Mama bronzer, and I honestly think this is a better contour powder than it is a bronzer because of how cool toned it is. So I'm going to take this small e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm just going to make sure that I place that a little bit more exact right underneath my cheekbones. I'm going to contour my forehead a little bit and just bring some shadows in areas that I want to look receded or pulled back a little bit. I'm going to take the Sedona Lace brush. It's this perfect angled brush for contouring your nose, and I'm just going to make sure I carefully carve out my nose very lightly, and I'm also blending it out really well with this cool tone powder. I absolutely love that bronzer. Then I'm going to take the Naked Flushed palette, and I'm going to take this pink blush and then also the highlighter from that palette, and I'm just going to take this blush on this Real Techniques brush, take it in from my cheeks all the way up my cheekbones, right on top of where that bronzer area is, just to give myself a pretty little pink flush. Then I'm going to take that same highlighter from that palette, and on this Morphe M501 brush, I'm just going to place that right on top of the cheekbones. It's kind of a subtle highlight. I'm normally into a more metallic, bam, like in your face metallic pop, but it worked well for the look. I would probably go for something a little bit more metallic next time. Then I'm going in with the Anastasia Dipbrow in medium brown, which currently matches so well with my ombre hair. And I already have a brow tutorial. If you want to see that, it's on my channel. And then I'm going to take this Maybelline clear gel and just make sure I'm setting my eyebrows so they don't move at all. As you can see, I'm also brushing them upwards. That makes them look more full, more fluffy, and just more youthful. So I love brushing them upwards so that you can see them a little bit better. Next, I'm taking the Anastasia Modern Renaissance Palette, and the first thing I'm going to take is this shade called Golden Ochre, and it's kind of like a light brown transition color. It's slightly warm, but mostly neutral, and I'm just going to buff that into my crease really, really messily with this buffing brush. Then I'm going to take this really pretty warm color called Burnt Orange. It's a little bit darker and a little bit warmer, and on that same brush, I'm going to be a little bit more precise in placing that in my crease. Then with circular motions, I'm going to blend that out towards the inside of my eye, just to bring some warmth into the crease. Next, I'm going to take this pretty color called Antique Bronze. It's kind of like a shimmery, purpley color. It's kind of hard to explain. It's not very vibrant, but I like that it brings a little bit of depth. So on a MAC 217, I'm going to take this into my crease and just place it a little bit more exact, just to give the crease a little bit more of a purpley look. Then I'm going to go in with that blending brush and blend them all together again. Next, I'm going to go in with that same shade on a more precise pencil brush, and I'm just going to bring that into my outer V just to get it a little bit more deep and dark and sultry in that outer V. I'm going to take that color and then also drag it all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner, and as you can see, I'm starting to create that cut crease. Then I'm going to take this dark brown called Cypress Umber. And with that same brush, I'm first going to place that on the outer V. I'm kind of going to follow like a cat eye shape with the brush. So I'm almost like making a little wing liner with it. And next I'm going to take this e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set, and I'm going to spray my brush and also go in with this shimmery gold color called Primavera. And I'm going to pack this all over my lid. Don't worry, we will go back into making that cut crease, but what I want to do now is to get that base shadow color down. So I am patting this lid color down. It is a gorgeous soft yellow gold. It is not too intense. It's really champagne-y. It's not too yellow. And if you have a setting spray, it just makes it pop even more. And I actually really liked how it turned out. I thought it was really more metallic than it looked in the palette, especially if you set it with the setting spray first. Once that lid color is down, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Eye Studio eyeliner, which is my favorite eyeliner, and I'm just going to create a little bit of a wing. As you can see, I have a really thin eyeliner brush, and this is from Essence. It is hands down the best eyeliner brush I've ever used. It only costs like $1.99, and you can see it is tiny. Then I turn my brush to make sure that I can fit it all the way into the inner corner, and just make sure that I'm lining my upper line and then also my waterline with that brush. In my waterline, I'm only going to line about halfway because I want to smoke it out. If you bring it all the way to the inner corner, it will close up your eye, and I really don't want that. Then I'm going to take this orange color called Realgar, and it is so beautiful. It literally looks like fall leaves, and I'm just going to buff out that that eyeliner underneath my eye there. Then I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Corrupt, and this is when I start carving out that cut crease. So I'm just going to take a little bit of product at a time. I'm going to take it where the very end of my cat eye eyeliner ends and start bringing it into the crease. So as you can see, I'm just taking it right where the eyeliner ends and start brushing it in towards the crease and then in towards the inner part of my eye to create that cut crease. I'm going to go back and forth and blend like a crazy person, and then I went in with a blending brush and blended it out again. Next, I'm going to take House of Lash's Boudoir, and it takes so long to apply lashes and waiting for the glue to dry, but I love this pair of lashes. They are dramatic, but not too dramatic, so if you have small eyes like me, you will really like Boudoir. They also have this mini version that I love for day-to-day, so definitely check out these lashes. Then I'm going to take this light golden champagne color called Vermeer, and I'm going to use it as a brow bone highlight. It's slightly shimmery, slightly champagne-y, not that glittery at all, but it makes a really gorgeous highlight for the brow bone. I'm going to take that same color and then also highlight my inner corners just to open my eyes a little bit more. I don't want my eyes to get too closed up by the dark color, so that's why I have the pop on my lid and then also my inner corners. Next, I'm going to take the NYX lip liner in Natural, and this is my favorite lip liner because it matches my lips perfectly. It just looks better. And I'm just going to go ahead and line my natural lip. It doesn't look right on me when I overline, so I never, ever, ever do that. Then I'm going to take my favorite lipstick, and this is Urban Decay's Sheer Liar. And it is really sheer, but it is perfect. It just looks like your natural lip color, but better. And then I'm going to go on top of that with the Flower Beauty Lip Lacquer Lip Gloss in Natural. And I will list all these products down below, but I absolutely love this lip gloss. It's not sticky at all. This is hands down my favorite lip gloss formula ever. So anyway, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.